have Reboot represented by color red up top and Electric as color blue down bottom. I am broadcasting the wrong scene right now. There we go. My mistake. There we go. Taking a look at Victor here. Pretty awesome skin. Looks like Electric wants to do some more ARAM action. Perhaps a 5-man position here at the River Bush. Could they perhaps be going for a red invade right now, Pure Shield? This looks very edgy. Could have some sort of a confrontation here any minute now. Pulling back a little bit. Looks like Reboot is completely dispersed, scouting out every entrance. Wants to make sure that they don't get counter jungled, or at least they're aware of any counter jungle. No doubt Victor caught sight of this ward placement here. It appears like Electric is just going to play this one safe, very standard, again, and not do any sort of an invade.
Very standard. I like standard. I mean, the qualifiers were full. I mean, you look at our highlights. You can guys check that out below in the XSplit link as well. We go to our landing page, click the XSplit button. But during the highlights, you remember how many level 1 fights we had. I mean, that was insane in qualifiers. I mean, like every game we had invade of some sort, or a counter jungle of some sort. Finally, some very nice steady play that we can just kind of relax in the beginning and gradually build into the high octane action that you so to speak.
Yeah. One of my favorite adjectives there. Yeah, before we get into the action, let us just give a quick shout out to our sponsors, XSplit. You can check out the link that's being linked by Keisha and all kinds of people in the chat right now. You can also click that button below. Let me just bring up the... you guys are going to hate me for this, but look at that. You can actually save 30% on a license by purchasing XSplit through TGN, guys, which is pretty awesome that they set that up for us. Just click that link, visit the landing page, show us some love, of course. XSplit making this happen for us, allowing us to, you know, they're basically providing the prize pool for us. So, huge thank you to XSplit. And yeah, let's get into this match here. It appears that Victor is playing it very safe here, not trying to do any sort of early harass at level 2, which is something he's actually quite good at with the death rate, but although it is very mana intensive, actually eating a lay waste there unexpectedly. We are going to see a top lane Kayle versus Jax. Jax a nightmare to lane against, but Kayle also a very powerful solo lane herself. Who do you think has the champion advantage up top, Pure Shield?
I will give it to Kayle for now. Just for now, until Jax is level 3, it's Kayle.
Indeed. I'm going to disagree with that. I've been practicing some Jax. I do feel that he can pretty much take anybody in a 1v1 situation.
Well, not at level 1, maybe at level 3. But I'm saying until level 3, you know, Kayle can harass him.
Yeah, I think that comp is going to come down to pretty much player skill up there. Look at this early gank attempt on top of Jackie Chan here. Missing with the death ray from Iranium right there. Completely failed gank attempt there from Reboot. Jackie Chan playing it real safe. He didn't even have sight of that, although they could pretty much guess where Patootie was at that moment. Actually, yeah, I'm getting confused here. Enough of my nonsense. Let's take a look down bottom here with Graves at 15 CS versus Ezreal's 19. It appears that Pneumatic is being outfarmed yet again in the early game. This is so unusual. I affectionately call him King of Farm for a reason. There we go with some early harass. Actually, an even exchange between Graves and Ezreal. Two of my favorite champions of all time. Show matching it down there for all the fans and viewers today. The first rounds of our League of Legends Community Tournament number 3. Looks like Patootie wanted to gank Kayle up top. Or excuse me, this is Nocturne. I'm thinking from last game. Yeah. Electric's jungle wanted to gank Kayle up top, but she teleported back just in time, and everybody's aware of the jungle positions right now. Things seem to be very standard so far, Pure Shield. It doesn't look like Iranium is going for any sort of early harass, possibly trying to farm up. We do have a confrontation here, though. A 2v1. Patootie looks like he wants to give up first blood.
He might go down right here. That's a first blood right there.
Yeah, and could we see that? And no, Kayle's going to be forced back. Arena coming in for the reinforcement. Probably too late, though. Will he try to dive that Jax with a death ray? No, he's going to play it safe. Focus on farm as much as possible. Seems like Reboot, again, is losing their early game advantage, just like last time, and going to have to rely on their team coordination to come back from this one. What do you think?
I think that team coordination, again, this is going to be, I think that Electric has a better early game. But Reboot is so known for their team fighting. They have just such good synergy. If you ever listen to these guys, on their mumble when they're playing, you'll learn so much. I mean, that's how I'm getting most of my information. That's how I'm improving in this game as well recently. Just been listening to how these guys coordinate, how they predict moves made by the enemy team later on. I mean, early game, sure, they might lose here and there, but their team fights, again, world-class team fights. I mean, I'm so glad they're in our tournament because we can see some world-class team fighting.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I want to keep a close eye on mid lane. It does look like Karthus is ahead on farm. Just do that late waste advantage. It's a little bit harder to farm on Viktor. He's not focusing on harass. Neither of them really are. Just trying to farm up as much as possible. Viktor, I'd consider him more of a mid-game champion. He does kind of fall off towards the end, in my opinion. So I'd like to see Iranium try to make some early game plays here, as we saw him roam top a little bit earlier. But it does appear that Jax has pretty much secured the mental game up top. As we did see Patootie go down in the river bush, Kayle was pretty much helpless to stop that one. That leaves Jax ahead on global gold.
No,
should be
no, not even close. Not
got that
right
assist though.
Yes.
It should be even for the most part. But yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah, there's 30 gold away from each other.
Camera is definitely ahead on CS. However, Jax at this point in the match, it's going to be tough to counter. Look at it, some sort of a EXP advantage for Kayle up there. Perhaps I'm speaking too soon, but either way, that's going to be a close one. Look at Patootie trying to land, or keep mixing this up. Nocturne trying to land a gank up top on camera. There he lands the Q, and a flash going to hand the sphere as well, but the nice time ultimate from camera. Ice. Oh, he's going to go down a trade up top. He is going to die to that last tower hit. A nice gank from Nocturne right there's the legend. I keep mixing him up as with the opponent jungle. It has been a long day, friends and viewers. I'm doing my best here, but that's gonna put Electric ahead even more. In fact, because of that assist, Patootie and Shyvana is gonna try to retaliate a little bit, but neither champion has enough damage to kill each other up here. I guess he's just gonna try to push that lane a little bit. A little confused what he's thinking right here. Probably just trying to deny some farm for Jax at this point. The mid lanes just unlocked their ultimate. That is going to throw a bit of a kink in the team fighting situation. Once Karthus unlocks that ulti, kind of unexpectedly, he can hit you in a tower dive or something of the like and turn around a team fight. Let's see if Electric tries to take advantage of that in any way. It doesn't appear that they will, though. Keeping it very, very standard. What do you think, man? A little quiet over there.
I'm kind of just analyzing the situation. I mean, just kind of like plotting all the different types of strategy, reading a little bit of chat as well, just to see how everyone else thinks. I mean, there was a very interesting theory that Reboot plays a very nice psychology game as well. Also get them kind of cocky too, and then win during team fight. Like that advantage being, because like if you're always a little bit behind, but you know you'll be fine, you can turn it on anytime, then you can play like an element of surprise there. I think that's a good theory, but I wouldn't go with that right there. They don't want to risk anything. You certainly don't want to give an advantage on purpose, even though if it's a part of a grand ploy at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, right now, I think it's just Electric's playing well. I mean, again, Fei Long is matching and beating Nemesis in farm just by a little bit, but he's doing so.
Take a look at Patootie over here. He wants to shroud this gank. There goes the initiation. Are we going to see a fire blast? Ezreal is going to lose his life right there. Perhaps a double kill. No response from the Karthus player. Not going to use his ultimate. Can't really land any kills right there. That's a big pick-me-up for Reboot. Going to tie it up pretty much, as they are almost even on gold. Although, wow, we just missed that kill. Let me rewind that back. Stop that. Rewind it back. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Yeah. Probably a Death Ray kill under the tower. Yeah, and a Storm Cloud. That was a huge play from Iranium. Very unpredictable damage, especially those after kills from the Cloud. Up top, we have a two-man dive, and look at this. Camera holding it off. Going to turn it around on those two players up top. Going to be a stalemate, actually. Almost landing a double up there if they had decided to pursue that kill. Nice skills from Camera up top, showing us what top lane Kayle is all about. No doubt he used his ultimate to survive that one. Tower diving Kayle, man, I don't know about it. Not the smartest choice.
That's not a good idea. I mean, she moves. She moves extremely fast. B, she has a slow, and C, she has an invulnerability. I mean, all those things combined with like a Summoner of Ignite and a Flash, you're not gonna be landing a lot of kills. I mean, she's tanking right now too. Lots of sitting, Vampiric Scepter, 2 Doran's Rings, and Boots. Once she pops the movement speed, I mean, she gains. I mean, he actually doesn't have a heal right now, which is surprising. Actually, maybe he's just going a little bit more offensive. Maxing Reckoning first, followed by E as well. I will actually, I think leveling a W wouldn't hurt him that much right now, though. It's a bit of a weird spec, but he's the expert there. Nowhere near his level in terms of top solo, so not a good idea to dive in for sure. Lots of damage, right? Can move pretty fast, and also the invulnerability. Although that, like, if you look at Uranium right now, though, he's way ahead on farm, and he's got 1 kill. So clearly, this Victor is going to come into play very soon. He's going to be roaming and causing some havoc down bot. You might see a 4-man gank down bot very soon, led by Uranium.
Yeah, do note he's 2 levels ahead of Karthus right now, and he has that blue buff. When Victor has that blue buff, he can spam Death Ray. Death Ray has a very mana costly ability, but it's so amazing for farm. Let's see if he picked up his Augment yet. He did. He picked up Augment Death. Oh, hold that thought, though. We are going to see a 3v3 down bottom here. Patootie going with that Initiate. Focusing Taric. I don't know about that. Having to use his ultimate to get away right there. Shield from Janna. He's going to be just fine. Oh, here we go. Might land a kill on Patootie. Just barely survives.
Barely survives.
Up top.
Very nice.
Lots of exchange between those 2 players. But as I was saying, Augment Death does deal 30% of the Death Ray initial hit over time after it hits a target. So extremely powerful for farm, as you can see right here. And also for after kills. One thing about Victor is, with Ignite, he deals an incredible amount of DOT if he uses ultimate as well. Look at him just needlessly spamming that Death Ray to check for raise there. He's one of those champs that really just, he surprises you, man. He can get after kills perhaps more than anyone in the game just because of his ultimate and that DOT from Death Ray. I know I'm kind of talking up Victor here, but it's so uncommon that we actually get to see a Victor play.
It's called for. I mean, I love watching a good Victor in a team fight. I mean, how much havoc? I mean, if you're in one lane, you're all in one bush, and Victor drives a death race, so you're dead. Your team is gone. It's like a mini rumble almost with Augment Death. Yeah. A little bit of DLT action, a little bit of a line. I think line spells are a little bit underrated. I mean, Rumble's underplayed, Victor's underplayed. These champions have line spell, I mean, the ultimate and the death ray. I mean, they put a flame in their line, and they're definitely underrated. There's a lot of potential right there.
We might see Patootie go for it. Dive. Over here. Could this be a smart decision on his part? Kale does need to respawn. Looks like they're gonna draw, but no, turning around, forcing the flash. Wow. A bit of a misstep there from camera. Didn't want to take more damage than necessary.
Actually, that might be a good step though, him withdrawing there, because you know why? They can go for it now, or go for a tower right now, depending on the situation. I think they might be pushing the tower. Both Jax and Nocturne are forced to go back.
It'd be a fairly early tower there for Kill to take. Let's keep an eye on bottom right now. Pneumatic taking a lot of harass from Ezreal. Whoa! Smoke bombing, quick drawing, missing with the collateral damage. Trying to turn that one around, but it's not working out in his favor. Can we see a Dazzle go down? And Graves might lose his life under the tower.
Oh, there's that flash! He flashed out of both skill shots that were direct. If he flashed straight, he would have died. He flashed in the right direction.
Oh, can we see another turnaround? Here comes the Roam Victor with that AoE stun. Gonna land a kill on. Oh, nobody misses with the Death Ray on Ezreal. Gonna flash and pursue. There's the Storm Cloud.
Death Cloud.
Paranoia.
Oh, he dies.
Mana. He is gonna die, and will Nocturne lose his life? No, he's fine.
No. Oh man.
He did miss Ezreal with the Death Ray unexpectedly. But securing that kill with his ultimate nonetheless. A very interesting exchange. Pneumatic was like bait. I think that was a bait on his part, you know? But he did miss with his collateral damage, which was unexpected as well. Either way, these teams seem to be still fairly even matched. Reboot going to take the lead with that exchange now. About 4,000 gold ahead. More like 3,000 gold ahead. And appears to have more control in terms of teamfighting capabilities. Uranium on his ace champion, certainly going to play a role in that field. Oh man, that was exciting. I got worked up there for a minute. Look at his build though. Look at his build, man. Look at this. He's got a Needlessly Large Rod, 2 Doran's Blades, and Magic Pen Boots. This is an all-in offensive... I meant ring, yeah. All-in offensive build here from Uranium. Super high damage output build. He's probably going to end up rushing a death cap. I wouldn't be surprised to see that in the least. And at that point, when he starts to roam around, man, you got to watch this champion. A lot of people aren't aware that Victor's death ray is actually more like 2 skill shots rolled in one, because you have to pick the point of origin, and then you direct the path that it takes after you choose where the beam begins. So actually, you guys probably aren't factoring in the additional APM that it takes to play Victor, like in a situation down bottom. And that can get into your head a little bit. You gotta, in some cases, you want to like snipe Ez with the initial hit from the death ray, And in other cases, you want to hit him with the line, with the beam later on as it's moving down its course. Either way, though, Iranium, arguably one of the best Victors out there. Look at this 3-man gank attempt. Probably going to be shut down here by Patootie. Are we going to see a kill, actually?
Karthus and Victor incoming too as well.
Yeah. Iranium is closing in, but Karthus will arrive first. Nocturne, they're going to pull back there. They don't want to die that. But look at this. Iranium coming in from behind. He might be able to nuke down. Oh, he wants to kill this Nocturne so badly, but the movement speed bonus from the Shroud.
Look at this.
Ew, could he beam this?
Look at this.
He knows he's in the bush.
This.
Look at it. Look at how ballsy this is. Oh, he misses with the death ray again.
Nocturne.
But look at what happened to Ezreal right there. Oh, that was disgraceful. So much damage coming from Iranium right there. Look at this Victor play.
Oh, my goodness.
Wreaking havoc all over Electric right now. What a strong position. Oh, but he couldn't land a kill on Graves. Barely survives.
Very well played by Dumo right there. I mean, Reboot taking the game up to the next level. It's like last game they weren't fighting as Super Saiyans. This game they win SSJ2 at least. That's what it feels like right now.
Yeah, a straight up 4v4. The top lane's taking a chill pill in that last team fight. But Reboot so one-sided, dominating that team fight. Iranium almost landed that double kill. Oh, it was good.
Victor. That
really good.
Victor. The secret of that Victor. It's only been 16 minutes so far. This is this is a high-level, high-octane game.
Straight up ability power build. What's he going to go back and buy? I know he has gold in the bank. Let's see here. Iranium, he's sitting on 1,300 gold. Probably going to pick up his Blasting Wand. Wants to get that death cap early. But maybe he'll throw a kink in our plans here. I would like to see him rush this death cap and end this game early. It's just so fun to watch. There he goes, picking up that Blasting Wand. No doubt he's going for a death cap. Probably going to get that around the 20-minute mark, depending on whether or not he can land a kill in the next 3 minutes or so. But the sooner he gets that death cap, the sooner that Reboot can start pushing a lane right now. There's no reason they shouldn't. They're way ahead right now. They have the team comp advantage. More importantly, they're winning on the psychological front. Electric's kind of stunned right now. They're like, oh shoot, we did not anticipate this Victor play, and he's dominating our Karthus in terms of farm. And he's roaming around, picking up double kills like no one's business. We can't really stop him. He's too hard to gank, too, with his stun. A lot of people don't take that into consideration. It wouldn't be unwise for him to roam bot again. Look at this, 3 players from Electric downstairs. They're not aware of the positioning from the Nocturne, but he is going to roam bot. We just saw a ping from Electric on him right now. They are aware that he's probably descending down into the bot lane. Gonna play defensive. He's just like, okay, they probably know I'm coming. I'm just gonna snag your raise and leave you a little wee raid there, Nocturne. Have fun with that one. Just broadening the margin between the 2 mid lane. The AP carries. Victor's so dominant right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, look at this dive. There goes the Storm.
Oh, he's just loving it. He's loving it. It's all over his face.
Oh, Karthus ultimate probably going to land this kill. We need to see him survive. Does Karthus have an ultimate? No,
he doesn't have his ultimate.
No, it's not off cooldown yet.
Pick me up down bot from Electric. Taking down the Matic.
Graves getting surprised by that Paranoia gank down bottom. No need to rewind that one. Very standard. A 3v1 focus fire on Graves. Not that big of a deal. And at this point, they're not relying on Pneumatic for damage. It's all on Victor. And he just picked up that kill under the tower. He's like, come here, Karthus. Maybe he knew that ultimate was off cooldown, or on cooldown, rather. Either way, he just got his death cap right now. Look at that timing, man. An 18.5-minute death cap for Iranium. I don't see Electric.
Death.
Yeah, I don't see him coming back from this. This is a very scary champion. Iranium is a dangerous man right now, and all it takes really is for them to group up and teamfight this. Look at this, almost stealing that blue from Electric there. Using an exhaust on a Jax dive, I don't know about that, as Karthus is in position to counterattack. But here he comes. Here comes Iranium. He's going to nuke down this Jax so easily. Look at this stun. So dead right there. Victor's damage output.
He's like a young man with like a magnifying glass melting ants right now, basically. That's what it feels like right now. That's what he's doing. He's doing a magnifying glass.
That is a great analogy. It's more like a laser beam from a UFO or something. It's just, man, it deals so much damage, especially at this point. Beneath 20 minutes, he has a death cap roaming around right now. Karthus can't stop. Nocturne can't stop this, man. Nobody can stop this. It's going to take 3 people to kill him right now.
Yo, definitely. I mean, I'll be scared right now. I'll be running church right now when I see Iranium like that.
Look at this. We're going to see another confrontation. Could he get evaporated? Look, so unaware. Gonna get... Oh, he tried to spell shield that stun. Oh, but it just didn't work out for him. Not enough damage, actually. Nocturne quite tanky at this point, but it doesn't really matter. He's pretty much got this one in the bag. This is going to be a hard carry, Victor, unless he somehow game throws his mouse breaks or he DCs or something along those lines. I'm so glad he brought out the Victor play, man. So glad.
I mean, it looks like we're not gonna have. Maybe we're not gonna have a. I mean, maybe I'm speaking too soon here, but we had 2 upsets today, 2 favorites, to basically make it to the semifinals. Gangrene Gang and A&E being kind of completely demolished by new and upcomers, or old grudge matches and people who have improved a lot. And now we have still the stable. Everyone expects it. People were expecting Reboot to lose the last game, and it just looks like they just turned it up a notch. And it's like, hey, no problem, we'll take this. No problem, no worries.
Yeah, absolutely. Reboot is definitely playing their best right now. And I don't know if they've officially replaced Dagon or what the deal is with that, but Iranium certainly the shining star in this match right now. There goes the Paranoia on Victor. Not a smart choice at all, given that he does have that stun. He can just stand in it. Oh, and the Death Cloud!
Death Cloud!
Reboot jacking, or Patootie jacking that kill. Charizard trying to get more nourished right now. That probably pissed Iranium off.
That poke food.
That was
all these anime references today. Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon. Let's do a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh afterwards too. How about that?
Looks like a full-on team fight. 4v5 here under the Tower of Electric. Helpless to stop this. Look at the poke. Look at the damage on Ezreal from that death ray. Just out of this world. What's he gonna pick up next? He might think about selling these Dorans, but I don't know what I would build at this point. Maybe just Zhonya's. Maybe a Void Staff? Oh, look at this Ezreal! Look at this Ezreal, man! Look at this! Randomly launching for farm, almost hitting 2 players right there. Getting excited for no reason. Let's see. He picked up another Needlessly Large Rod. Probably going to rush his Zhonya's right now. That's what I would do. This is an all-in offense build from Victor right now. It's so fun to watch this. I love it. So you don't see many AP carries that deal this much damage, dude.
No.
Watch, everyone in the stream is gonna be watching, or is gonna be playing Victor after today. Like, all right, how did he do that? Let's see. Double Dorans, Augment Death, Magic Pen Boots, Rush the Death Cap. Oh wait, I don't have this many kills. My farm is lacking. How do I become Iranium? Kind of a situation. And pulling off this build takes a lot of concentration. He has to be so on top of his farm. He has to be roaming. It's really impossible to do this unless you're generating an obscene amount of gold. There we go. Reboot picking up a kill on Karthus down bot, taking a lot of damage there from Ezreal. He's going to be fine though. Perhaps an excessive use of the intervention from Kayle. Just to kind of, Geico call for insurance right there. Make sure that Pneumatic doesn't give a kill. Iranium's looking to go 2v1 without a doubt. Oh!
What happened? What happened? Where did Ezreal go? Oh my goodness.
Could he go down here? We need to see a tornado, an ultimate from Janna to save this. Oh, he's not even concerned.
He's alive. He's alive.
Oh no! Iranium does go down. That was unexpected. I thought that Janna would have ulted right there, which it is on cooldown. My mistake.
Yeah.
Kind of, I don't know if he could have avoided that. Probably could have.
Yeah, I don't think so. But still, though, I mean, they just instantly. Did you see how fast that Ezreal melted? He was a very tiny ant,
dude.
And there was a lot of sunlight all of a sudden, and then boom, done.
Yeah, they need to rename that Death Cloud into Mushroom Cloud because it looked like a nuclear explosion. That was just ridiculous. Like it's DOT ability, but it's
welcome to Super Vegeta's Big Bang attack right there.
Yeah,
right?
it's percentage based, so. I don't know what this Tark is thinking, trying to stop Patootie right now. He doesn't have teammates nearby. Patootie's going to play it safe and pull back, though. At this point, I'd like to see Reboot go for force a fight of Baron. There's really nothing stopping them.
Nope.
And really, I mean, I hate to keep talking him up, but it's really due to Iranium right now. I mean, Pneumatic really wasn't shining at all. I think he was behind on farm for the majority of this match. Is he still behind on farm? 168 from Ez. Versus Graves 183. Yeah, he is still behind on farm. So, New MVP for Reboot, perhaps.
Yeah.
As he has been pretty much the prime contributor to the damage of the team so far, and really not even needing that much help from Kayle or Janna to do so. So a huge play, mostly due in part to the fact I think that Electric wasn't anticipating this pick. And even if they did, they weren't anticipating Iranium to play so well on Victor. And that's really why they're losing so badly right now. It's just caught them off guard, man. Sometimes you get these picks, these champions that are uncommon. And a player that's mastered it can, the understanding of the champion is just lacking in general. So, Iranium obviously doesn't lack the understanding of the champ, and no problem is able to defeat Karthus in mid lane and roam around free. That's really all I'm going to say about it because I have been talking about him non-stop. But here we go. An uncontested Baron from Reboot. And at this point, really, I'd like to see Electric kind of just make a ballsy play. They can't really come back from this unless they do. However, it does appear that they're just going to play this safe, as they have been all game, and just try to make the best of the situation. It is going to take a lot for them to come back. Look at this initiate here. Shyvana waiting to use that Skyrim. There goes the invulnerability.
Oh
my! There's the card
Everybody is scrambled eggs right now. Oh my goodness.
Look at him microing that cloud while being chased by 2 players, landing up the kill on Nocturne with that Death Ray. Oh man, Graves free to reign as they tried to focus victory.
God. There is the teammates. Here is the final push. NGG has been called. Wow, there's a surrender. Good game.
A lot of you guys don't know that you do have to micro that Death Cloud when it's up, similar to the way you do Tibbers or some other abilities in this game. And if you didn't notice, his APM was through the roof in that fight. Huge props to Uranium, and huge props to Electric for putting up such a good fight against our reigning champions, Reboot Gaming.